Now let's move along to Meghan Markle. She's reportedly desperate for new gigs. Absolutely anything she can do to make up for the $100 million Netflix deal that's gone. Some are suggesting she may be on The View. Could she be a new panellist on The View?
Imagine if Lefties Losing It becomes just a montage of angry Meghan Markle on The View. God help us all. According to reports, Meghan Markle is said to be leaving no stone unturned when it comes to new gigs. And some do believe she's reached out to The View. She's terrified of fading into irrelevance. Insider claimed to Rob Shutter for his Hollywood Substack. At this point, she'd take a hot topic seat next to Whoopi Goldberg if they let her. I think that would ruin her already toxic brand.
They say she's begging. They say she's desperate. They say she's terrified of fading away. But what they really mean is, we're panicking because Meghan Markle just won't disappear like we hoped. Let's unpack this absurd little media meltdown, shall we? So, Kinsey Schofield, self-proclaimed Meghan Markle antagonist and part-time royal commentator, full-time Meghan hater, told Sky News' Rita Panahi that Meghan is terrified of fading into irrelevance. Girl, irrelevant where? The woman just shut down the internet with a single scarf in Nigeria. Her mere presence launches headlines in 6 languages. Meghan Markle breathes and you all tremble. But Kinsey says Meghan reached out to The View, and that doing so would ruin her already toxic brand. Kinsey, if we're ranking toxicity, sweetie, your press appearances are giving Chernobyl in a tiara. Also, someone please remind Miss Schofield that she has built her entire brand around Meghan Markle. How's that for irony? Meghan moves in silence while Kinsey's over here yelling into a Sky News mic like it's an exorcism. Let's entertain this The View rumour for a second. So what if Meghan does join the show? It's one of the most iconic, high-profile platforms for women's voices in America. 5 days a week of unfiltered real talk on national TV. Let's be honest, she'd eat. Imagine Meghan sitting next to Whoopi Goldberg and Sunny Hostin, sipping tea and reading Bigots for Filth with grace, poise and a messy bun. Iconic, legendary, Emmy incoming. You hear a lot of noise from certain corners, voices that seem to grow louder with every headline, every trending topic. Take someone like Kinsey Schofield. She says Meghan wouldn't fit on The View, that she can't handle debate or tough questions. Yet critics like her build their entire careers on Meghan, analysing her every move, dissecting every gesture and speculating on every word she says. Their relevance is tied directly to the woman they criticise. Without Meghan, their commentary would lose its spark. The irony? They claim Meghan can't handle discussion, but they can't stop discussing her, as if she's the only topic worth their time. They paint her as thin-skinned because it keeps their audience engaged, feeding a narrative that's easy to sell. Their criticism is a confession of their own dependence on her story to stay relevant. Meghan has faced a global barrage of opinions for years and stood tall, showing resilience in the face of relentless scrutiny. To suggest she can't handle debate is laughable. She's been in the centre of it for years and never backed down. It's the critics who can't handle her resilience and success, who seem unsettled by her ability to rise above the noise. They repeat the same tired lines because it's what their followers want, recycling old arguments instead of offering anything new. They aren't offering insight, they're selling negativity, packaging criticism as entertainment. Meghan, meanwhile, is building, creating, not tearing down. She's focused on progress, not pettiness. So when you hear these things, look at the motivation behind them. Ask yourself, who benefits from this constant criticism? Often, critics are trapped in an echo chamber of their own making. Their product is negativity. Meghan's is progress. And that's what truly endures. Don't let anyone tell you Meghan doesn't have influence. Her presence alone commands attention, and her words carry weight far beyond the room she's in. When she speaks, people listen, supporters and detractors alike. Her voice sparks conversations in living rooms, classrooms and boardrooms around the world. A single podcast or speech can set the media on fire. That's the Meghan effect. Her words ripple through headlines, social feeds and public debates. She moves markets, changes conversations and shines a light on causes that matter. Her advocacy brings attention to issues that might otherwise go unnoticed. This power wasn't handed to her. She built it through authenticity and courage. Every step she's taken has been intentional, grounded in her values. She talks about motherhood, mental health, and women's challenges, not just for herself, but to elevate others. She opens doors for conversations that matter. When she recommends a book or highlights a business, fortunes change. Small businesses and authors see their lives transformed overnight. Her impact is real and tangible. Communities feel the difference, and lives are improved because she chooses to get involved. The media follows her every move because she's a major public figure. Every appearance, every statement becomes a moment of global interest. She navigated one of the world's oldest institutions and emerged with her voice intact. Despite immense pressure, she stayed true to herself. She built a new life and found new ways to connect. Reinventing herself, she continues to inspire from a place of authenticity and hope. Her journey resonates with millions. People see themselves in her story and find courage to pursue their own dreams. Her influence isn't just in headlines, it's in the quiet conversations she inspires. She gives people the confidence to speak up and support each other. Young women see her and feel empowered to speak up. She's a living example that one voice can make a difference. Charities benefit from her support. Her involvement brings resources, attention, and hope to those who need it most. Her power is steady, persistent, and rooted in purpose. She leads by example, showing that real change takes time and dedication. It's the power of a single voice that refuses to be silenced. Her determination inspires others to find and use their own voices. No amount of criticism can stop that. Her resilience proves that one voice, when used with purpose, can truly change the world. When rumours swirled about Meghan possibly joining The View, critics went wild, sparking heated debates across media. But just imagine the conversation she could ignite, drawing from her lived experience as an actress, humanitarian, royal, and entrepreneur. She could speak with real authority on public life, race, identity, and the importance of self-advocacy. Her presence would elevate the discourse, bringing rare insight and a fresh perspective. The idea threatens critics because it's a platform they can't control or easily influence. On The View, she'd speak for herself, live and unedited, sharing her truth directly. No twisting her words, no media filter, just her voice, unfiltered and honest. Whether she ever sits at that table or not, the very idea alone proves her value and influence. She's seen as a voice of substance and reason in a world full of noise and distraction, and her future ultimately is hers alone to decide. Long before royalty, Meghan Markle was building her own life. She was a successful actress, a humanitarian, and ran a lifestyle blog connecting women worldwide. Her brand was always about authenticity, compassion, and empowerment. When she and Harry stepped back, they didn't retreat, they expanded their work. They founded Archewell, signed major deals, and created their own platform. Her children's book became a bestseller. Her podcast topped charts and won awards. She's focused on substance, not scandal. Her achievements speak for themselves. Critics are stuck in the past, obsessed with an institution she's moved on from. She's talking about global partnerships and creative content. She's playing a different game, one they can't understand. Her brand is established, her success proven, her future in her own hands. She's not defined by who she married, but by the life she's built, and she continues to pursue her purpose. Some people need a shadow to feel tall. Critics who attack Meghan depend on her for relevance. If she disappeared, what would they talk about? They need her as the villain in their story. She's independent and creating. They're dependent and criticizing. Her peace is their problem. Her happiness, their frustration. Every time she succeeds, it undermines their narrative. Their attacks are personal because her agency frightens them. They're commentators on the sidelines of a game she's winning, but she stays focused, scoring her own goals. They're not journalists. They're shadow dwellers, profiting from her light. Their opinions hold no real power over her. The real game is happening on the field, and that's where Meghan is. Meghan has endured more than most. Tabloid abuse, royal racism, vile headlines, and two-faced experts cashing in on her name daily. And after all that, She still stands tall, still elegant, still changing the narrative. The only thing toxic is the coordinated smear campaign people like Kinsey profit from. We see it. We're not fooled. And the Sussex Squad? We don't play about Meghan. Not now. Not ever. So to Kinsey and all the Meghan-obsessed commentators out there, keep Meghan's name out your mouth unless you're cutting her a cheque. Whether she joins The View, produces her next hit, or chills in California with her babies and chickens, it's her life, her choice, her peace. And peace, darling, is something money and Sky News airtime can't buy. Viva Meghan, viva freedom, and to the haters, stay mad. It's clearly your cardio.